South African hip-hop has always had one big debate. Respect the legends or let the new generation say whatever they want. Because recently, one conversation turned into a full-blown war between two completely different worlds. On one side, you have Ma-E, a veteran, a pioneer, someone who helped build the foundation of Kasi rap. And on the other side, you have Xcalibar, a content creator known for saying what many people only say privately. But this time, the internet opinions became a face-to-face confrontation. And the question became, did Xcalibar cross the line, or did Ma-E prove that legends can't handle criticism anymore? Let's talk about it.
Wena son, mamela, noma ngidinga ngawo angumkhomba umuntu. Wena uyangikhomba. And awazi ukuthi ukhomba. Uzolimala. Mina ngiyaba respect abantu kakhulu. That's why ngila ngikhona today. Angikaze mina ngikhuphuka ngomuntu emhlabeni ngizenzele ukuthi
lona ke khuphuka ka wena.
Yes, ukhuphuka ngabanye abantu, not mina kuphela.
To understand why this became a big deal, you have to understand the history. Ma-E isn't just some random rapper. No, he was part of the Tear Gas, a group that played a major role in shaping South African hip-hop. Back when the culture was still fighting for mainstream acceptance, artists like Ma-E were putting in the work, building the sound, building the audience, building the respect. But today, music has changed. The internet changed everything. Now someone with a phone, a TikTok account, and an opinion can influence thousands of people. And that's exactly where Xcalibar comes in. You see, Xcalibar built his platform by doing something simple, saying the things other people are scared to say.
Kopa bo mrapha ba mo South Africa ba emeganyane ka di ops. All my ops are dead. All my ops are chasing me. My ops are doing this to me. My ops don't wanna see me succeed. Ka ya ona le cherry my guy. A gona motho go nagana mo na o eme pele ka di ops. The imaginary ops tse tsa lona di emeganyane. Every day motho, my ops e monna the imaginary ops. O dutse liwane ko romong o nna delusional o ntse nna le di imaginary ops.
He started criticizing different South African hip-hop artists online. And eventually, Ma-E became one of his biggest targets. Xcalibar didn't hold back, bro. He said Ma-E's music was not good. It was trash. He criticized his rapping, trash. And he went even further by saying veteran artists were not being protected by the quality of their current music.
Number 4, Ma-E bullish. You hot man like a KO. Fucking trash. Rapper masepa njaka. La ka chaiva go di saloon ba o sha khatenyane ya khatenta e tlhapetswe mtala. You fucking tired of this shit. Apere ka go trompisi. Se pantsola, hip hop pantsola. What the fuck nigga? O rapa le sepa, you fell off. Like I ntho e etsang in this industry. O thusitse wa vaya. You had to go. Now on lie, you had to go.
And obviously, that created a storm because South African hip-hop fans are divided into two groups. Some people believe legends deserve respect. They believe you cannot ignore years of contribution because you personally don't like the music. Basically saying, you might not enjoy the music, but respect the people who open doors. But the other side had a completely different argument. They said, music is art. Nobody should get a free pass just because they are famous. And that if your song is bad, fans have a right to say it's bad. Trash. But online arguments are one thing. Real life is very different. And that's where things became interesting. When Ma-E and Xcalibar ended up on the same Kasi Jam panel, the McG podcast, the conversation went from comments to confrontation. Xcalibar didn't suddenly change his opinion. No, he stood by everything he said online. He basically made it clear that I said what I said. And that shocked people. For Ma-E, the issue wasn't only about music. It was about respect. Because from his perspective, there's a difference between saying, I don't like this music, and attacking artists who have contributed to the culture. He questioned why younger personalities feel comfortable disrespecting people who built the industry.
So when how re nna ke trash, what do you mean? Kopa o isho ntho no hore nna ke trash.
Trash go opinion ya ka o di rap tsa go di
You said
work.
I am trash and I'm a bitch ass. Ke batla o isho no pila batho.
Ke reng e?
Hore nna ke trash.
o trash ka di raps tsa go di work no tlamile ke bue maka
nna ke bitches ke trash
oh
are you sure
tlamile ke bue maka
oh you sure kantwe nizwila ngithi
Sheba.
mina ngi trash mina ngi bitches
no emapelo
uyangithuka bani
wena
ngiyakuthina ngiyakukhuza
yazenza
ngidala kabi mina mfana and angukhombi mina mfana bheka ngikhuluma nawe bheka wena sana wena sana mamela noma ngiringa ngawo angumkhombi umuntu wena uyangikhomba.
And that's where the bigger conversation started. Because this situation is bigger than just Ma-E and Xcalibar. It represents the new era of entertainment. Back then, artists were judged by radio, magazines, music shows. Today, a viral clip can create a whole narrative around someone overnight. And sometimes, the loudest voice online becomes more powerful than the artists themselves.
Story for your tshwere offside hot man a ditso o fitse away ka go go biditse pitches yalo mantol ga apologize for that
that easy ngifila ukuthi before I post video asanga research ukuthi Ma-E ubani kahle hle yabo so usuke wanyatha sibona ukuthi maybe kunabantu abano yabo wanyatha wangangazi ukuthi mina ngubani yabo so I think kwenza a big mistake lapho.
Now whether people like Xcalibar or not, there is one argument his supporters make. They believe artists should accept criticism because once you put music into the world, you don't control how people react. And some fans feel like Ma-E giving attention to the criticism only made the situation bigger. But there is also another side because criticism and disrespect are not always the same thing. You can criticize an artist's music without completely dismissing their entire legacy. And this is where the debate gets complicated because hip-hop has always been built on competition, but it has also been built on acknowledging the people who came before you. So at the end of the day, this wasn't just another rapper being called trash. This was about a generation gap, an old school legend asking for respect, and a new school commentator demanding freedom to criticize. Both sides believe that they are protecting hip-hop in their own way. But the real question is, has South African hip-hop reached a point where respect is disappearing, or are legends simply being forced to accept that the culture has changed? Let me hear what you're saying.
Yo, I'm scared. Yo, Ma-E does it to Zonglumisa ngezinja zasesewethu. Yo, I'm afraid. Yo, my heart is coming out of my chest. Yo, it's horrible. Yo, ke chesa ke maka. Unc, sit the fuck down. Sa tlo re phora, Unc. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't tell me ka di threats nyana tse di outdated. Tsa mo update di threats. Di threats tseo ke tsa 94 la ka Mandela fetso tswa tronko. Di khatetse ke di threats tse ne di berekisa ke ditsotsi tsa khale. You jumpisitse go mdala ne ke le right. You should sit the fuck down. You too old for this shit. O reng o try to keep quiet. Ya ke tla mo thulisa nna. Wena o thulisa nna. Sa tlo tlhala ka nna Unc.